You're on the wrong side. There you go. Welcome back, guys, to Road to October. This is my weekly series where I take you on my journey between... You remember what I say?
No.
Now and Halloween.
That's it.
There we go. We are in Orlando, or I'm in Orlando, and my Uber driver just happened to be Aunt Patron from Eerie Acres.
See? And I got a free lunch out of it.
Is that crazy or what? So Aunt was nice enough to take me down to the zombie outbreak up there, and we're gonna go in and try to shoot some zombies. Ready, Aunt?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I want to make a shirt that has
So before I get too much further into this video, let me tell you about the whole zombie outbreak thing. By the way, I'm still in Orlando. I'm in my hotel room, and I got a cold. So, but anyway, zombie outbreak is really cool. Think of it like laser tag cross between Call of Duty Zombies, if you are familiar with that, and a haunted house. So basically, you're making your way through this haunted house where you have zombies that are jumping out at you, and they're wearing the laser tag receivers, I guess, and you're given these really realistic metal assault rifles where you shoot zombies as you go by them, and it doesn't kill them, it just stuns them. So just long enough for you to get by. And so you make your way through this haunted house, but since these zombies are just being stunned and not killed, they're continuing to follow you throughout this whole haunted attraction thing. So you have to watch your back constantly because they would eventually catch up to you. So you'd go through and you'd shoot them, and you'd get by and everything. If the zombies got too close to you, your sensor would go off and it would register as a bite. So it was really cool. So as you make your way through it, by the time you get to the end of it, you have all the zombies that were in this haunted house following you through the end. So I mean, I don't know how many there were, but and of course you're on limited ammo. You only had like 150 shots or whatever. So you had to be, one, a good shot, and two, you had to be conservative with your ammo. So it was a really neat experience. So if you're ever in Orlando, I would highly suggest checking it out. It was really cool. So anyway, yeah, after we did that, Aunt and I drove up and down the main drag up here. Was an International Drive or whatever it is in Orlando, and we stopped at a few places. So that's what the rest of this is.
So, Aunt saw a sign for a costume
it's a
shop.
Costume shop. So I was like, come on, we gotta check out the costume shop.
Well, Aunt, show us where the costumes are.
That's it. This 10 by 10 section of what looks like used spirit costumes that they probably got on discount after Halloween is the costume shop.
I love Florida.
Few things in my life have been as disappointing as this. This is right up there on the top of that list.
Do you at least want to browse?
I did, from here. I browsed the entire costume shop from here. But they do have alligator heads. You should probably buy one of those.
We should. Let's go look at those.
Let's go look at alligator heads.
All right, Aunt. Is your redemption?
Hopefully. This will hopefully wash the taste out of the last place out of my mouth. We'll see.
Let's go see. You know what this place is?
What is this place?
This is Spirits on Crack.
Yeah. This is the one that forgot to close. They didn't get the memo.
This is where all the leftover stuff gets shipped back.
Yes. All that shit. We're like, where did it all go? It was supposed to be 50% off. This is where it came.
That brings back memories. You know what I don't see?
Bags of bones?
Bags of bones.
Like, seriously, I need that. And I really don't want to have to wait till Halloween to finish this. But it's looking more and more like I'm going to have to. And that sucks. Because like the one thing I figured they would have here would be a bag of bones.
You would think.
What do you think? We have to do one more pass. Maybe I missed it.
Or a penis costume.
They gotta have that. That I bet they have.
Ant,
Yes.
look what I found.
You literally did find bag of bones. Okay, so I stand corrected. They do have bag of bones.
That's what you wanted, right?
This guy is the embodiment of how I feel about that right now. That's how I feel about that.
That's so sad.
It is. It's just sad pirate skeleton, right? Yeah.
Damn it.
Me again. So back to the whole Road to October stuff. If you're subscribed to this channel, then you've probably already seen the mystery prop that I've been working on. It was this crouching zombie that I did, and it turned out really, really well. Some things that I did last year on Road to October that I got comments on after the fact was throughout Road to October I would work on props and stuff like that, and they kind of got buried into the whole series of the Road to October. Like you never, if you didn't actually watch the series, then there was stuff that I built that you never really saw how it was done unless you actually watched the whole series. So I made a point to, originally that's what I was going to do. I was just going to put this whole mystery zombie, this mystery prop into the Road to October, and just make it part of an episode or 2 or 3 or however long, I don't know how many weeks it took me to build. But instead of doing that, I actually made its own video and put that separate, put that back over on the whole props thing. So anyway, you'll be seeing a little bit of the zombie build here, but there will be a link down in the description if you want to see the entire build of that zombie in its entirety if you missed it. So anyway, there were some things that I missed in making that video, and one of them was programming the zombie. A little story with that was I was finishing up this zombie. I had to leave for Orlando on Saturday morning, like early Saturday morning, and I was scrambling because I wanted to get this the zombie done before I left, which meant I was programming it Thursday night. Thursday night, I made 2 sequences to try out, and one of them was just the one sitting there and it popped up, and the other one was where I went through this whole sequence and everything, but I didn't actually get to fine tune any of it. So anyway, I'm going to show you how or show you what it was involved in actually programming it, and I can tweak a little bit of the stuff, and you can see how I did that. So I will show you the programming of the twisting zombie now. Alright, so here's the program that I made that had all the thrashing and stuff. As you see here, this is the audio track, and I can shrink that up again. And you can see here, I used 3 channels. I got my head, my shoulders, and my waist. Right here, that big blob, that's the scream that the zombie makes. Some of the other stuff up here, there's 2 different audio tracks. There's the ambient sound. That's the one that's going when the prop is just sitting idle. It's not triggered or anything. And then let's see here, volume. I can change my volume up by changing the denomination there, and the delay sequence. Once the prop has went through its sequence, how long it takes before you can trigger it again. So right now it's set to 10 seconds. So once the prop goes through its sequence, after 10 seconds, the PIR or the motion sensor can be triggered again. So the scare sequence over here, this is where I have the audio for the actual scare sequence. That's where you hear the munching and blah 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 and the scream and all that. So that's that. So there's some other stuff here, but basically it's just as far as programming. One thing I noticed when I watched my video back, I didn't get to test this out while making it until after it was loaded up and everything. So one thing I noticed was it kind of repeated the same motions over and over again, where head would turn, the shoulders would turn, and then the waist would pop up. And now that I'm looking at my program, I can see why, because this is linear. So there's the head, there's the shoulders, and then there's the waist. Shoulders, waist, head, shoulders, waist, blah, 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 blah. So I should have mixed these up a lot better, probably made them a lot shorter durations and stuff like that. So I can just, by clicking that, I can come in here, and just by doing this, every time it turns yellow is when it's going to be actuated. So I can make him bounce up and down a lot more. I also think I need to turn down the shoulders, need to be slowed down, or not slowed down. This doesn't change the speed, it just changes the duration, how long the cylinders are triggered for. So I can put a few more of those in here. And then there was I saw one little thing where the head turned twice, like really, really quick. So that must have been right here. And I kind of like that movement. So I think I'll do that a lot more, like this. And so, of course, I'm not going to get to be able to test any of this out until I get back home. But anyway, that's all this is to programming it. So head, shoulders, and waist. You see this output 4. That's my 4th relay that's not getting used at all. So I can hook up a light. I can hook up almost anything to it. Another cool thing I could do if I wanted is I can hit this record button. And I'm not sure if it'll let me do it since I don't have anything assigned to this channel, but we'll try it down here. So you can't see me on the keyboard, but I can also hit the 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons and trigger it that way. So before I was doing it with the mouse. So if I hit play and I just start hitting the 4 button, hear me banging on it, I can program it that way. And I can do that. I can do all 4 of them at once if my fingers would work. You know, I can program all the channels at once, or I can just do one at a time. So that's pretty cool. So I can take that off because I don't have anything. So anyway, that's how the program is programmed, or the controller is programmed. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, yep. So thanks for stopping by, for checking out Road to October on location. Huge thanks to Aunt Patron at Eerie Acres Cemetery for hanging out with me on Saturday. That was really cool. That was really special to me because Aunt was the very first haunt-related YouTube channel that I ever subscribed to because I needed to know how to dry brush my tombstones. So it was really cool to hang out with him because I put him way up there on a pedestal. He's still way up there on a pedestal for me, and to be able to hang out with him for a day was really cool. And it was just like we were old friends, hanging out. It was really cool. So thanks, Aunt. There'll be a link down in the description to Aunt's channel. If for ungodly reason you've never heard of Aunt or Eerie Acres Cemetery, everybody knows who Aunt is. But anyway, if you don't, go check him out. He's got a lot of cool stuff. He builds cool stuff all the time, and huge inspiration of mine. So thanks, Aunt. What else? There's some other stuff. So the zombie build's done. If you want to see the video in its entirety, at the very end of this, the outro, you'll be able to click on the screen and it'll take you to that video, or just go to my channel and it'll be like the video right underneath this one. So if you want to check that one out in its entirety. So got a lot of positive feedback this week on that, so that was pretty cool. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. What else? We're creeping up on 1,000 subscribers here. I just spit. We're creeping up on 1,000 subscribers, which means we should probably do a giveaway, right? So I've talked with Melissa and James over at Haunt Shirts, and we got something coming up in the works for that. We got several episodes, I think, before we'll actually get to 1,000 subscribers. We may never get to the 1,000 subscribers, really. I don't know. I'm just assuming, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, if we make it to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have a giveaway, and you guys are going to want to check it out. How about that? So let's see. And you got the zombies and thing. We got MHC coming up. let's see, this is the 1st of May, so we got about, a month before MHC. I don't have a costume, so maybe that'll be an upcoming episode of Road to October where we'll work on the costume. Or I might just say, fuck it and build the elevator. So we'll see how that goes. So last thing is tomorrow night will be Thursday, which means it's Haunters Hangout night. And I'm actually going to be a guest on the episode. So I'm not going to be guest hosting. I'm actually going to be a guest. So if you have any questions that you want to ask regarding my display from last year, or the zombie I just built, or what my shoe size is, or whatever crap, stop by Haunters Hangout tomorrow night, Thursday, and we'll be there. So that's pretty much it. This is running kind of long. Thanks again for stopping by, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's late. I got class in the morning. I'm under the weather, so I'm saying goodnight. See ya.
It's a zombie apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. All these girls showing flesh, and all I want is some brain. All these girls showing flesh, and all I want is some brain. All these girls showing flesh, and all I want is some brains. What a man gotta do for a piece of something strange.
Split breed so sick, might need IV. Now they got loud and killer on that.